Hi, I'm John Burgess and I'm the Head of Faculty for Maths. The Russell Group defines maths as a facilitating subject. The reason for this is that it's utilised and it is applied in so many other aspects of the curriculum, both at A level and at degree level. I'm fascinated by maths because it allows us to identify and understand trends and therefore make predictions for the future. It allows us to understand how and why an object moves in a specific way. It allows us to know how to build and create something, whether that be a website or whether that be a building, a skyscraper. It even allows us to understand how to price an object. And that is why I think maths is so important.
Hello, I love maths, I love teaching it and I love doing it. I love the fact that if you work through a problem and you work step by step and logically, you can get to a correct answer and nobody can question it because you know that it's definitely going to be right. Some of my students are going to tell you a little bit more about why they love maths.
Why I like maths? It's actually quite simple. With maths, there's just so many hidden parts to a question. You may think it's simple, but there's something, it's easy to find something, it's easy to overlook something which is actually quite obvious. For example, I loved logarithms this year, and with logarithms, there's hidden quadratics, and you may have overlooked, you may think, oh, this question is simple, but then, I can't solve this anymore. But once you notice it's a hidden quadratic, it becomes so much more easier.
I like maths because of how systematic it can be. For example, in further maths, we did a whole section on algorithms. For example, different algorithms, including simplex algorithms, solving them in linear programs, how we can then put them onto computers. This was very useful for me in the future. I want to do something to do with computer science and IT. So further maths and maths itself has helped me develop those skills for the future.
One of the reasons I love maths is because it's really complex, and one of the things we've done in further maths is complex numbers, where you can find answers to something that you couldn't have found in GCSEs. And you can also find these imaginary numbers and show them on an Argand diagram, which has really interested me, and that's one of the reasons why I'm taking maths for universities.
I really like maths. One of my favourite things we do in further maths is matrices. You don't cover it in normal maths, but it's really useful when you're trying to relate to other subjects. For example, in chemistry, it actually relates to organic chemistry, which is something a lot of people don't necessarily realise. Like the variation within maths is so broad, and you can use it for anything. It makes it probably the most interesting subject you can take.
Hi everyone, my name is Anna and this year I will be studying Physical Natural Sciences at the University of Cambridge after having spent 7 years studying at Denby School. Maths was always one of my favourite subjects. It appeals to my sense of logic. There was always a method, or in most cases more than one method, to take you to the correct answer. Maths is also one of the most useful subjects that you can do at school, because it's the base of most of the other subjects you're going to study. You use it in science, economics and business, and even in music. If it weren't for maths, I wouldn't be studying natural sciences this year because it's at the bottom of every equation, experiment and theory that I've ever learned in science.